Hey everybody, just checking audio real quick and just going to give a couple more minutes for everybody to log in and get settled. Also, hi, this is Amy at TicketForce. Thanks for joining us on, I was going to say day 2, but I guess we're at level 2 now of TicketForce Live. We're going to go over a couple of things with both our products, but again, just going to give a couple more minutes for some more people to log in. We'll get started shortly. Thanks. All right, 11:02. I think that's a good amount of time, right, to wait for everybody. Let me see. My webcam is bigger than everything else on my screen, so I need to shorten it down. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining us today. My name is Amy Johnson. I'm the product specialist here at TicketForce, and we're on day 2 of our annual virtual client conference with TicketForce Live. Day 2, level 2, leveling up here. Yeah, so we're going to go over some product stuff today. Let me know if you guys have any trouble with audio or any questions like that along the way. Feel free to pop them in either the questions portion over there on the little GoToWebinar panel, or the chat is fine too as well. But if you have any issues or problems, go ahead and pop them in there. And I will be monitoring questions too. We're going to take 2 breaks for questions since I'm covering both platforms today. We'll cover our first platform, break for some questions about that, go over our other platform and have some questions there too. But feel free at any time. It's not going to disturb the webinar. If you think of your question, please go ahead and enter it in there. So hopefully you guys can all see my screen. I'm sure somebody from the office will let me know if you can't, but let me just hop in here. I do want to start off today by reminding everybody today is a very important day. So if you could go and vote today, that would be awesome. Whoa, it's opposite. There we go. There's the I voted sticker. And there's just a couple of notes down there on my slide. Just a reminder, Lyft and Uber are both doing promotions today. So if you do have trouble with transportation getting to your polling place, if you don't know where your polling place is, vote.org is a great easy website for you to just type in, so I don't have to link you or anything. You can just go to vote.org. You just pop in your address, actually, and it shows you your nearest polling place. Obviously, why? It's a very important day to have influential elected leaders, our power as a people to speak. Each state does have its own laws, so I can't unfortunately speak to your specific laws and if you're allowed to go vote during the work time or anything like that. But again, vote.org has all that information. Also, Rock the Vote has a great page about knowing your rights when it comes to voting. So again, please exercise your right to vote today. It's again an important day, not just because of my webinar, but thank you for also joining me today in addition to hopefully voting as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me see here. So not related to the product webinar, but I was trying to tell Taylor earlier in marketing that it was like I wanted to act like this was accidentally in my slideshow, but I didn't really know what to say. Here's just some random pictures of my cute children. So my son, thank you all for being so flexible. For our clients that are listening today, I've actually am on basically my first week back here in the office after spending a month at home with my newborn son. He's right there. That's Julian. And then that's my 8-year-old daughter, Annabelle. But we had a really great time this past month. So apologies if I seem a little not ingrained in ticketing because I've been basically in mom mode for the past month. So again, thank you to all of our clients for being so flexible and understanding. But let's go ahead and get started, even though I want to look at those pictures all day. Oh, great. So my PowerPoint's all messed up. So that's nice. Let's get started anyway. Today for the product update, we're going to go over both the platforms. If you're new to the TicketForce family or unsure of what we're talking about, here at TicketForce, we do provide 2 ticketing solutions. If you've been with us for a while, you're more than likely on our in-house product. If you've been with us a while and you've transitioned or you're new to the TicketForce family, you're more than likely on our newer platform, our enterprise product, SoftTix. So we're going to be talking about the in-house product second, and then our enterprise product, I'm going to go ahead and pop in right now and talk about that. I'm going to break for questions again after each of the products too as well. So Lynn teased yesterday about Ignite, and I wanted to give you a little bit bigger of a sneak peek today. Of course, you'll be getting some release notes and some more details shortly, but I'd like to be able to talk to you about our solution for connecting your ticketing system to your other partners and applications that you use in your box office and in other departments of your organization. As you all know, our ticketing solutions do provide a full range of all sorts of services, but for those items that may live outside of the ticketing realm, we also do have an extensive capability for integration. You unfortunately can't read my nice little slogan right there, but I did say innovation through integration. And again, we're really focusing on creating those third-party partnerships rather than trying to maybe shove a ton of stuff into your ticketing system, leaving that a solid ticketing platform, and then making a very open technology ecosystem so that we can basically combine efforts with your other, again, third-party partners that you already have. So we do have, again, Ignite, which is a powerful API full of all the information that you need to supplement all of your activities and other needs outside of your ticketing space. Ignite could power your connection to a financial system, another CRM or donor management, or even a fundraising software, put their cashless payment systems, loyalty programs, really anything you can think of, other marketing platforms. Maybe you have some sort of automated emails or marketing platforms that you'd like to connect to. But essentially what it's going to be is all of your patron data, attendance data, order data, all of that is going to be freely flowing in Ignite. So, of course, that will take some sort of agreement with that third-party partner. We'll need to connect with them as well, and you'll need that agreement with them as well, too. But again, the focus is going to be that Ignite can connect all of us with ticketing, and then anything that's maybe not ticketing but can be supplemented and supported by the information that's in your ticketing system. One of the main things I do want to discuss today is the fact that it can power a mobile application. The TicketForce system, the enterprise product, is fully functional on any device. So what that means is you can open an internet browser on any device that has internet access. and your customers will have all of the capabilities that they'd have on any device. So if I'm on a computer, if I'm on a phone, if I'm on a tablet, if I'm on an iPad, it doesn't really matter what type of device I'm using. An internet browser is just going to automatically adjust and give you the full functionality. So you're still going to have your entitlements, you're still going to have your interactive seat maps. So in a mobile app, what we've seen is a couple of things, is you being able to just open up an internet browser within an existing mobile app, or you could be powered by Ignite. Again, Ignite can take your app a step further, providing event content, pricing, patron and order management, as well as ticket transactions and purchasing, and that can be right alongside all of your other app capabilities. So the way I see it is, why go down the path of trying to advertise yet another app, let alone getting the folks to download another app if you do have a mobile app right now. What this can do is give you those ticketing capabilities right alongside your other functionalities and features that you do have in your current app that folks already have. Ignite can also power the connections we make with other partners. So in addition to what we've already talked about with your financial systems, CRMs, donor management, that type of thing, you can let your app also, along with Ignite, power things like push notifications, offering discounts, incentives for showing up early, incentives for buying maybe a specific seat or buying on a specific day or time. You can also let your app power things like geofencing, so offering incentives again to show up early, getting scanned in the door at a specific time, and getting a discount on your drinks or some merchandise. You can also send out promotions with some geofencing within the app, so letting them know when they're in the area that you still have maybe tickets available for that night, or a new promotion that you'd like to offer. But Ignite is up, running, it's tested, and as Lynn said to me yesterday, you're going to hear so much about it. Oh, there's somebody walked behind me that freaked me out. I'd also like to talk to you today about another hot topic that I know we've been discussing here, as well as seeing everywhere in ticketing, and that's scaling the house. So how your venue sells, which seats sell first, what comes next, and how the venue really fills up while you're selling your tickets. SoftTix provides a best of both worlds. So it offers selecting a seat, but a smart best available, both for your online patrons. So in addition to the interactive seat map, let's get oh my gosh, all my slides are, ugh. Oh well, there's always something wrong, right? In addition to the interactive seat map, online customers will no longer have the obstacle of clicking in and out of sections. So going all across your venue, clicking in and out, trying to find the best seats at the price that they're comfortable spending. I know I do this a lot. I only want to spend a certain amount, but I don't know where those seats are. So for example, look at the poorly designed slide I have there. Say your venue is round. The highest price seats aren't always, perhaps the entire first 2 rows, especially, with everything going so mobile lately, and the huge part that dynamic pricing is playing in the ticketing world right now. It's imperative to control how our venues fill up. We can make a lot more money taking a look at what seats are selling first, and how the seats are selling along with their prices as well. As I mentioned, with the increased purchasing that's happening with mobile devices, it's crucial that all obstacles are removed from difficult purchases, especially on smaller devices. Our enterprise platform, again, is fully functional on all devices. So the obstacle that can be removed there is definitely the difficult reserved seating process on maybe a smaller screen. Our interactive seat maps are designed to give an online customer the best of both worlds by offering, again, the best available seats at their specific price. The customizable best available removes those obstacles by having them to click in and out of sections, trying to find the best seat. It also locks those seats in. So say, for example, I found some seats and I think they're the best, but I wanted to check another section first. I can go to that section, come back. It's possible that section or those seats could already have been taken up by somebody else. So the way that SoftTix purchases those seats is it locks those seats in first and then allows you the chance to give your customers the chance to move those around if they don't like them. The best available, again, can be front to back, left to right. It can skip sections, skip seats. And that also can vary per event too. So if you have a different type of event, say it's a theater event, may not sell the same as maybe a piano or a comedian or a band. Every event, the best available seat in a section or the whole entire venue can definitely change. So the way your seats sell can change per event. And then again, you're not limited to front to back, left to right. It can skip sections. It can go however you like. Coupling that with our dynamic pricing capabilities, there's a real big opportunity to really maximize your revenue efforts between those, again, best of both worlds. Another great advantage of selling this way is that the system will always look for how many seats the customer needs all together. So if I'm the customer and I need 10 tickets, it's going to find those 10 tickets or 10 seats all together at the price that I want to spend. So again, you're really eliminating an obstacle for those online patrons having to click in and out of sections, trying to find 10 seats, not only 10 seats available and together, but you're trying to find them at a specific price that everybody wants to spend. So we take a lot of that guesswork out of the online patrons experience, and then we make it a little bit quicker, a little bit simpler, and hopefully a little bit more efficient when it, again, comes to those mobile and those smaller screen purchase experiences. Oh, and back to my children. That was what everybody wanted to see anyway, right? So just to kind of wrap up the interactive seat maps, bringing this along with tools like we have Full House and Invite a Friend, you can rest assured that your venue is supported by tools that not only encourage easy sales, but it also encourages to create happy customers who want to attend your events and attend again. All these functionalities are powerful online tools. It also creates more informed purchases, which we've found is really great too, really reducing your odds of refunds, exchanges, questions, issues, because patrons know exactly where they're sitting. They paid a price that they felt comfortable with spending, and they found either seats together or they were able to secure their seats and save seats next to them for their friends or family. So I'm going to go ahead and break for questions both on just scaling the house, selling, how Softtix works with select a seat or best available, as well as some questions on Ignite if I can answer them. If I can't, we can answer them later too as well. Let me pop this out here. Will it have the full map view? Yes. Well, as you can see below, you're going to see the full map right there. So for online customers, they'll always be able to see that full online map where their seats are in location. I'm actually going to pop out of my presentation here real quick, and then I can show you online. That'll be probably a little bit more efficient. But let me see if there's any other questions here. I have one more question. Can series sales or bundling events be completed on Ignite? So Ignite is not the name of the ticketing platform. What Ignite is it's a essentially an API. It's a data feed that you can tap into to power connections with other products. So if you wanted to export all of your donor information or all of your series information for your patrons into another system, that's what Ignite does. But if you're asking if you can have bundles and packages and series selections and all that type of thing on our enterprise platform, absolutely, those can be handled on both products. So I just brought up a demo page here. Hopefully this kind of helps a little bit. But again, you'll be able to see where these prices are. So what I really like about this too is it's not, those seats aren't necessarily all in the same place. So you don't know where those sections are. So if I feel only comfortable spending $60, I want those lower level corner seats, it's going to show me all the sections over there on the left-hand side where those specific prices are located. I can do it the opposite way too as well. So if I want to click on a section that I know I want to sit on, it'll go ahead and bring up that exact price that's in that location. If it's multiple, it'll show you that too as well. Another great feature is this up here. As I hover over sections, you can see right above, it tells me how many seats I can purchase. So without showing me, going into a section and seeing from the ticketing side how many are not sold or sold, it can tell the online patron, a decent amount of information and how many tickets are either left available, if there's a lot, if there's not a lot. But as you can see, I'm kind of migrating around the interactive map over here on the left, and it's showing me over there on the right the different prices. Another thing that I like about it too is, again, it's interactive, and then the way where it's going to show you your seat's proximity to other things in the venue. So the field, the stage, soundboards, bathrooms, or the bar, important items. The interactive map can all be supported to show where your seats are in location to those other items. So I'm going to check for some more questions real quick before moving on. Ignite is not available on the in-house ticketing platform. No, it is only available on our enterprise product. It's an enterprise-powered functionality. So we're just, as far as the full map, I can get back with you, Kathleen. As far as the full map view, we're only looking at what the online patrons see here today. It's not going to be a back-end feature or analytics feature. We're just looking at scaling the house and how the seats sell online. Okay, we're getting some more here. This is not a mobile app, no. What Ignite can do, though, is power a mobile app. So if you already have a mobile app and you want to add ticketing to that, that's what Ignite is. It's just a data feed that can put event content, pricing, ticket purchase, order management, your patrons management. It can put all of that stuff into a mobile app that you already have. You can also not use Ignite. You can also just open up the ticketing website in your mobile app in an internet browser, because again, it's fully functional on any device. So if you wanted to use just an internet browser in your mobile app, you could do that as well. So it could go either way. When you click into a section, will it show what's available? It does in a way, but the great thing about it here, let's go to the second page so you can see. So this is the optional page that if you'd like to, it's general admission. If you'd like to have your customers be able to switch their seats on this page in a reserved seating section, they'd be able to switch their seats. So that's where they would see seats that are available or not available, but it's just available to move to. So it's not necessarily all of your seats, they'll be able to see what's on hold, what's been sold, what's been killed. They're just going to be kind of grayed out seats that they can't access. And again, that is an optional page. So here we go. Here's an example. So here's my one seat, and I can be given the option to go ahead and move my seat to any seat that's available. But this page is optional. So we have another question, is Ignite aesthetically customizable to reflect our brand? So again, Ignite is just a feature of Softix, which is our other enterprise level product that we provide here at TicketForce. If you mean if Softix can be customized to reflect your brand, it can be custom branded for your organization, yes. The enterprise product also does support if you wanted to roll over any of your renewals, series, season packages, bundles, all of that. It will support that too as well. I'm just going to make sure I covered everything real quick before moving on. All right, well, it looks like I covered all of them. If you do think of anything else or have any other questions about the enterprise product, about Ignite, or about how the interactive seat maps work, scaling your house, you know, feel free to email me or your client services representative. Anybody here will be happy to discuss any of these things with you. But so that's our enterprise level product. We're going to move into the in-house product now too. We're also going to break for questions again at the end. So if you do think of anything, please just feel free to write it into that questions panel down there below, and I can cover it at the end. Oh, I had a question slide. Oh well. That was pretty much self-explanatory, right? So just to kind of review what's new on the in-house product, I made just a list here too, so we can kind of go over everything. It does say new under what's there. I can hear people laughing. But just to kind of cover what we're going to look at right now, again, ticket resale, some flex bundles, pay with PayPal and PayPal credit, and then a couple of just little items here too, pricing code expiration and send print at home with any order. So obviously send print at home with any order is pretty much self-explanatory. What that means is no matter what the delivery method is, we'll call print at home mobile. If it was printed out and mailed to the patron, when you look up the order in order management, it's going to give you the option to send a print at home ticket as well. So if they had some issues with the post office or can no longer make it at will call and you want to be able to email the patron their tickets, you can go ahead and send them a print at home now, which has been great. What pricing code expiration means is when you're setting up a coupon code and you want the coupon code to say expire tonight at midnight, what the new enhancement does is also takes that pricing code with it. So you don't have to log in and disable the actual pricing code itself. So if you have a password set up with, you know, the pricing code promo and it expires tonight at midnight, not only will the coupon code, the actual password itself, expire and no longer be good, but the actual price itself that maybe gives you 10% off, that will also expire as well. But let me hop out of here real quick because I do want to show you some flex bundles in action. Alrighty. So I have a demo page set up here for some of the flex bundles. Let me get my notes too, just to make sure I cover everything. All right. So the way these flex bundles are going to work is right now, if you have, say, a season of 7, you want to offer a discount for, you know, purchasing a specific amount of those. Right now, if you have a season of 7 and you want to offer a discount for purchasing 5, 6, or 7, you'll have to build individual bundles. So you have a pick 5, a pick 6, a pick 7. What the flex bundles is going to do for you is you're able to basically provide a range. So you build one bundle and you can say you can purchase 5 to 7 and then receive this specific discount. Another great advantage of the flex bundles is being able to purchase more for a specific show or even a different price. So say, for example, if I had, you know, online, I wanted to buy 3 or 4. Let's do that. And for most of the shows, you know, I just wanted to sit in price category 1. But say for one show, they had some VIP tickets available. It's going to allow me to purchase a different ticket type or a different price level, a different price altogether in the bundle purchase itself. So previously you weren't able to do that. If you put the bundle into your cart, you had to buy 4 tickets that were all the same in the same price category. Now, not only can you move between different price categories in your own bundle purchase, you can purchase a different amount as well as a different pricing code. So I have 1 ticket to the other shows in price category 1, but I'd also like a VIP ticket to these shows. And then if, say, I'm bringing the kids to this specific Aladdin show, I can pick 2 more tickets available as well. And it's going to pop all of those into my cart. This page currently, again, to kind of show you too, it is only available for best available. So it's going to give me the best available seats and the different price categories that I've selected. But you can see I have 1 ticket to these 2 shows, and then I have 3 tickets and 1 VIP ticket in addition to those other 2 different types of tickets, all in the same cart. So again, this was not previously available as it is now. I'm going to go ahead and go to the checkout because the other thing I want to show you today is the pay with PayPal and pay with PayPal credit. But I don't think I have it enabled on here. I don't. So when we get to the payment page, what it's going to show you here is the capability to use your PayPal account to pay. That also gives you the functionality to pay with PayPal credit, which is great. You know, if somebody had wanted to do a payment plan on maybe some higher level or higher price ticket items, a season ticket, they're going to create that relationship essentially with PayPal credit themselves. So it's a $1,000 purchase. I log in and onto your ticketing site. I pay with PayPal credit, and then I create that relationship with PayPal. You know, when I make my deposit, how much the deposit is, when I make my payments, the credit card that I'm using to purchase, all of those things will be through PayPal credit. The great thing for you as a venue is that you get all of your money. So if it is $1,000, it's paid for via PayPal. In reporting, it shows up just as PayPal. You don't have to worry about the payments. You don't have to worry about tracking them down to get, you know, the deposit or the next due payment that they're making in their plan. That's all, again, through PayPal credit. This is only available on split payment systems too as well, because it does need to break up the actual order itself into multiple payments. So you do need to be on a split payment, the version of the software to utilize Pay with PayPal, as well as the Flex bundles. We had a bunch of questions pop up, so I want to hop over here real quick. Yes, the print at home with any order, that's a setting in the back end. If you want to allow that or not, you don't have to turn that on. You can have it on or off. For the pricing code expiration, if there's more than 1 coupon code on a pricing code, will the code stay active? Yes, it will. Are you able to purchase new Flex bundles in the box office? Yes, you are. That's another great new feature of the Flex bundles, is that they're now available in the box office. The cool thing is too, let me hop back in there. Is that the box office sale is going to look very similar to what we just saw online. So your box office folks, you know, maybe hopping online and kind of seeing what the online customer has to go through to purchase Flex bundles, they'll experience the same exact thing online. So here we have over here on the types, I have to move my webcam out of the way. Hang on. There we go. You now have an additional little feature there that says bundles. So let me look for all my bundles here. Let me put this back in there. There we go. So again, very similar to what we just kind of looked at online. And I can kind of do the same thing too as well. If I want to purchase maybe price category 2 for this show, I want to sit a little bit closer for rent, so we'll do price category 1. And then I definitely want to be VIP for Aladdin. So it can be a very, very flexible, customizable package. Here I have 1 bundle purchase, but I'm in price level 2, price level 1, and then I have a VIP ticket. So these are 3 different tickets that I have here, but I'm still getting that bundled price because I'm picking an appropriate amount of shows from the appropriate amount of performances to get that discount. I also could have done the same thing if I wanted to purchase 4 events. I would still get that same discount. Great questions, everybody. I'm going to let a couple more filter in here and bring up my GoToWebinar. I really want to show you the pay with PayPal and pay with PayPal credit. So I'm going to bring up a good friend of ours, our friends over at the Egyptian Theater. Just so you can see where that pay with PayPal and pay with PayPal credit is going to be. Oops. So in this little payment portion here, you will see that I have an option right here to pay with PayPal or pay with PayPal credit. So that's where that will be right there. The print at home, another question here, sorry, it says where in the back end can we turn off the print at home option? It should be defaulted to off, I believe. I'm not too sure off the top of my head, but I can help you find it later. Any other questions? All right, so let's see. When adding tickets to the flexible, I can't see this whole question. Oh, there we go. When adding tickets to the Flex Bundle, are all additional seats at the discounted price? Yeah, because you'll be going down that Flex Bundle price, that Flex Bundle page, and you'll be adding the different types of tickets and the different price levels that you want. It looks like I got all of those. If I missed any, please type them back in. I don't think I did. I think I got them all. Really quick before we wrap up, I do want to go over the ticket resale functionality too as well. So essentially what we're offering with the ticket resale is customers can log online and resell their tickets. Let me go over here. Let's log into my account. And I'll show you where that is. So in my account, I can see all my orders here. I'm going to log into an order that's not, I think this is already done. So I have a ticket resale pending on this one. So let's take a look at that one. The resell my tickets button is right there, so I would click that, and then I'd click and select which tickets I'd actually like to resell. I can even come in at any time and cancel that too as well, so the cancel button is right here. A box office employee can also do this too. Within the box office, they can offer a customer ticket resale. They can flag those. It appears in the order too as well. The great thing about it is it doesn't affect you as the venue until it actually is resold. So it's their order is still standing. It's still in order until somebody else rebuys those tickets. And if they don't get rebought, then they just stay as this original order here, like we're looking here. Alrighty. Any questions on that? I think I have some other. Oh, this is also only available on split payment systems too as well. And you do need to have Payflow Pro or Vantiv as your payment gateway. So if you have Authorize.net or some other platform for your payment gateway, you won't be able to do the ticket resale currently. So that's only available on Payflow Pro and Vantiv right now. There's a great in the back end, ticket management and then ticket resale. You have a whole section for all of your settings here. So setting up the multiple emails that folks are going to get, maybe when they create their own ticket resale, a reminder that their tickets are on the resale if it's completed or if they've been canceling it. So you can, let me open up one here. You can customize those too as well with all of your usual capabilities, being able to bold, colors, all that good stuff. And then just some general settings if you'd like to turn it off, if you'd like to turn it on, make it available online. You can also, I love this feature here, you can have that automatically refund their card, or they can use it as a customer credit. Customer credit's great too because then they have to repurchase something that's already on sale that you already have as well. Got some questions popping up here. How do customers view resale tickets? If you're talking about how do they view them to see which ones are resale, they actually don't see the difference. If tickets are flagged for resale by another customer, or if they're just open and available to purchase, those look exactly the same on your seat map. So they're just available seats to purchase. So it's not flagged as like, hey, this is a resale seat, hey, this is another seat, because they're being sold for the same face value. They can't sell them for more or less. So they don't look any different on the seat map, if that makes any sense. If that wasn't your question, feel free to type it in again. I think I got that though. Can you do a split payment? A split payment for, I'm not sure what that means either. If you want to go ahead and clarify, Shantae. Okay, great. I'm going to give a couple more minutes for some folks to answer questions if they need. Let me see if I covered everything. I think I did. All right, well, if you guys have any other questions, again, feel free to email me. I'm Amy at TicketForce.com, AMI. You always have your client services rep, and then for anybody else, I hope you enjoyed today. Oh, I have more questions. Hang on. Let me see. Don't copy me. They're having a party out there. All right, can we see what it looks like from the patron side, how reselling tickets looks? So that's exactly what I showed you right here. This is what it looks like on the patron side. And it doesn't look any different on the map. They just look like available seats. If you currently cannot use cash and a card at the same time, then you are not on a split payment system. You're on what we call the single payment version of the system. So you do have to be converted to a split payment software to be able to do things like resale, gift cards, pay with PayPal. You do need to be on that split payment version. So if you currently don't have the option to do a split payment with some cash, credit cards, multiple credit cards, then you're not on a split payment site. If I didn't answer your question too, go ahead and pop in there if I missed it. It's kind of hard to navigate right now. It looks really small. If you do have any questions too about the enterprise product, please feel free to email us too as well. It's not hard to change to a split payment system at all. It results in no downtime of your system. It's just a change in some of how you're doing some of your accounting and some of the reporting, but it's painless. You don't have to do anything at all. Again, no downtime, and we just do that, push that out remotely from here. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and break the questions. Again, I'll leave this up too, so feel free to continue to put them in there. If I did forget anything or skip anything, please feel free to email me, again, ami@ticketforce.com. Oh, you know what? I did have one other question too. That was from Lynn's webinar that I wanted to answer today that we got via email this morning. And it is from, I did not write it down, but it says, Lynn discussed the web-based mobile ticket plan that was implemented by Ticketmaster. It looks like they were caught up in the same fiasco. Their phone was on the fritz and unable to download the app. So they weren't able to get into a game because they couldn't access their mobile tickets. They had to send their tickets to Will Call for an extra $5. I guess my question is this: if we go to mobile in the future, will we be able to offer a plan B like I was offered by Ticketmaster? So it's a little bit different when it comes to what we're talking about today. The problem that you had was you went mobile, Ticketmaster went mobile only. So you were only able to access your mobile tickets by downloading the app and then accessing your tickets within the Ticketmaster app itself. With both platforms that we have here on TicketForce, so no matter what platform you're on with us right now, your tickets are not only available in an app. You can absolutely go mobile at any time, allowing folks to purchase mobile tickets, and they're actually just sent right to their phone. Printed homes are sent to their email, so it's just opened up on their phone, no matter if you have an app or not. So the main obstacle, again, like you mentioned, was your phone not being able to download the app, and then that was the only way to access your tickets. So with both platforms, you do have a plan B, but it's kind of plan A because you don't really need the app in the first place. So that would be only if you went mobile only and you required them to download the app to access their tickets in the first place, if that makes sense. But I believe that is all the questions now for sure. So if you guys have any other ones now, again, please just email me, your client services rep, or anybody here on the TicketForce team. Thank you so much for joining us today on level 2 of TicketForce Live. All this fun stuff is in here from yesterday. I hope you guys all have your stuff. I might take this. Well, I shouldn't have broadcasted that now. Now everybody knows I'm taking it. Should have just been sneaky. Make sure you join us tomorrow. I'm super excited about tomorrow. I believe tomorrow is at 1 p.m. too, our time, Arizona time, so probably noon, 1, and then so on and so forth. But please double check if you're registered for tomorrow. It's going to be a really awesome day of some more webinars. Oh, and then a whole awesome week. We have Thursday and Friday too as well. So make sure you and your whole team, anybody who's able to attend, is registered. Even if you can't attend, it's important to register because then you will get the links after to the recordings of each webinar from every day. So you can go back and rewatch them or share them with your other staff members that were unable to make it. So again, questions, we're all here and available to discuss anything that you have, questions about the enterprise product, anything we've discussed today, and then anything we'll discuss this week. So thank you again for joining me, taking some time out of your busy day. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye. Bye.